Howdy guys. Today I've been doing a little bit of hand loading. Just finished up some, been working on this box here. This is 9mm, 147 grain Hornady XTP rounds. I'm loading these with 4.9 grains, probably can't see that, yeah, 4.9 grains of Vitafor N350 is the load that I have decided. It gives me roughly almost 1,000 feet at the barrel. I'm getting like 988 pretty consistent across the chronograph. But I wanted to discuss, everybody always asks me why I spend so much time loading. I mean, as you can see, I got powders and dyes and, you know, empty shell casings. And I mean, I've just got a variety of, you know, this is the man cave, this is where we do it. You know, there's some unclean 9mm brass. I don't know, there's probably at least 2,000 rounds of brass there. That's all 45 brass there. And then I've got some unsorted stuff. And then in what used to be the bathroom in this place, you know, we bag up as we get, you know, brass we either don't use or whatever. That's what both those boxes are, is bagged up brass. In various calibers, those that we do and don't use. So I always get asked, why do I spend so much time and effort shooting ammunition or making my own ammunition when you can buy it bulk just as cheap? Well, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. This is Hornady's webpage. Their loaded ammunition, 9mm Luger 147 grain XTP, which this is. I'm trying not to shake the camera too much. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the velocities. Okay, muzzle velocity 975. Like I said, I'm getting 988 pretty consistent through a ported gun. It goes on to explain, you know, the purpose of it, the expansion of the Hornady XTP round, which, you know, there's no reason I use Hornady as opposed to another hollow point. It's just what I started using. Okay, so wonderful. So I'm building the bullets they're selling. Now the first thing I'm going to say is I pick up all my brass. Get this thing back on my hand here. I pick up all my brass. Absolutely all of it. So being that I pick up all my brass, I don't pay for brass. I have bought a few things for precision rifles in the past, but for the most part, I just don't pay for it. So we're going to focus on, there's my 9mm Hornady load. Based on my cost, what I'm paying right now, with shipping included in the cost. On my 9mm load, I am paying 21 cents a round. That works out to $4.24 for a box of 20, $10.61 for a box of 50, $21.20 for a box of 100, and $212.13 for a box of 1,000. That's what I'm paying to build this ammo can. I probably got, with 9mm, I probably got 6-7 of these stockpiled. Each can holds right at between 12 and 1,300, depending on how tight they pack. In those little ammo cans right there, like I said, there's about 1,200 rounds. I've probably got, I know I've got well over 1,000 rounds of that built. So everybody says, well, if you're going to just build ammunition to shoot, to take out and shoot, why don't you compare it to, you know, you can go buy them Walmart bulk packs. Well, let's discuss the Walmart bulk packs. As of the date of this video, these are the Walmart bulk packs of just 9mm 115 grain bulk ammunition. Their current price is $59.57. With our tax rate here at that town, it is $64.93. which works out to 26 cents a bullet. Okay, it's a nickel more a bullet. Big deal. Well, as you work that out across, I'm going to try and keep this zoomed in to where you can really see it. The top number here is the 9mm. So it's $5.20 per 20 rounds. Okay, wonderful. That's not that much more, right? Get into a box of 50, $10.61 to $13. Talking per 100, $21 to $26. That's negligible cost. 1,000 of them, you know, $48 more. Okay, so what? It's not that much more money, and then all the time I spend loading that ammunition. When you get down to 45, the difference is 25 to 42 cents a bullet. $4.93 to $8.40 per 20. 21 as opposed to 12 per 50. Now that's significant. That's 2 boxes of ammunition to shoot per one. Now, mind you, that 45 ACP loading the Hornady XTP is 230 grain jacketed hollow point loaded to combat specs. Get on my 45 line here. Okay, so $50 we're talking, or per box of 50 we're talking, you know, virtually damn near twice the price. At 100, 24 to 42, and 246 per thousand as opposed to 420 per thousand. Now this was Winchester white box. They were 250 round bulk packs, 230 grain ball ammunition. Now let's compare. That's kind of like comparing apples to oranges. Defensive level ammunition and what I'm loading to ball ammunition for just practice. Now zoom out here a little bit more, and I'm actually going to move the page because I put the price differences in what we could do here. Now Hornady loaded, which I assure you, and I mean, I'm sure somebody will argue with me, but my velocities are virtually identical to what Hornady loads speed-wise for their bullets. Because I figure they put all the money in the R&D as to what speed makes that bullet work the best. So I tried to match their speeds identically. I found out online how many grains of what powder they put in, and then I did it accordingly. So if you go out online, the cheapest I could find this stuff with shipping to me was cheaper than dirt. A box of 9mm 147 grain jacketed hollow point XTP shipped to me was $23.64. That's for a box of 25. I guess I should have put that on there. Excuse me. 45 ACP Hornady factory loaded 230 grain jacketed hollow point XTPs were $19.56 for a box of 20. So that's 95 cents a bullet. We're going to look at the 9mm first. 95 cents a bullet for 9mm defensive level ammunition. 74 cents more than what I pay to build it. Now we're going to talk about a box of 20. Oh, you can't see that. That's a box of 20. It's $14 more. $14.76 more than what I pay to build them. Box of 50, $36.89 more than what I pay to build that exact same bullet. Now that's a box of 100. If you build 100, build 100 of those, it's $73 more than what it cost me to load it. And by the 1,000, $737.87 more to buy it from Hornady, the exact same bullet, the exact same speed. Now I do use a different powder than they do, because I get a better, I get a more consistent burn rate out of Lapua's powder. That's why I use it. Now I'll just go quick across to 45 because I'm sure you were reading them. 99 cents a bullet, 74 cents more. I saved $14.63 on a box of 20, $37.18 on a box of 50, $74.36 on 100, and $743.58 on 1,000 of them. That's just 9 and 45. Now 223, and I could not find a comparable 223 load for what I build. I use a 223 Sierra match boat tail hollow point 69 grain. They cost me 30 cents a piece to build. Now that does include the primer, the bullet, and the powder. So for a box of 20, now that's defensive level ammunition. That's comparable to Hornady's TAP ammunition, although different bullet, different muzzle velocities. It's just, this is the round I like. It runs real good at all my guns. But anyway, $5.99 20, $14.97 for a box of 50. 100's $29.94. 1,000, looking at $299.44 for 1,000 69 grain boat tail match hollow point rounds. If we get down here to our Walmart world, 100, now these weren't 200 round bulk packs, they're 100 round bulk packs of 223 55 grain ball ammunition, not 69 grain. They didn't have it there, but 223 with tax in our world was $43.57. Works out to 44 cents a bullet as opposed to 30. $8.80 a box opposed to $5.99. Box of 20. Works out $22, $14.90 against $14.97 for 50. $44 as opposed to $29.94 for 100, and it's actually $43.57 when you divide by the round count and round up is how I did it. Up over 5, down under 4. You know, that's how I round up and down. But that's $440 a thousand if you buy it at Walmart for 55 grain ball ammunition. So for $140 less, I'm building 69 grain boat tail match bullets. So just in 1,000 rounds, and I guarantee you I've got 10,000 rounds of 9mm laying around, and I've got probably another 14,000 rounds of 45. And then 223, I've got, I don't know, probably about coming up on 20,000 rounds loaded. And I use it whenever I go out of the range. You know, if I go to the range to shoot 1,000 rounds, I go to the range to shoot 1,000 rounds. But sitting here on this bench, what I load with, well, first that powder thrower, which just as you've seen in the other video, works just fine and dandy, but it's not precision enough for me. I use just a good old-fashioned scale, which is right there. That scale, I think, are about 80 bucks. That press right there, each one of these Lee presses, probably looking at, God, I don't even remember, I've had them so long. I'm going to take a stab at 100 and 150 bucks. I'm sure you can get them for less or more somewhere. You know, a box of dies, and there's just a couple different boxes of dies up there. And there's some more dies right there. A box of dies, you're looking at 50 bucks for a decent box of dies. And you can do it all with a single stage. I prefer to have 2 presses on my bench here. I've got, what, 8 foot of space here that I'm utilizing in this room. You know, that powder thrower there, bought it, tried it, worked alright. It'd be okay for loading quick bulk ammunition, but I'm back to the fact that I like to precision load every round that way. I know they're the same. So I'm going to high ballpark this. 3, 4, 5, 6, $700 to load, to buy all that equipment, get set up and load. Now I'm sure that's an extremely high ballpark. So $700 to buy all that equipment to load 1,000 rounds. If you load 1,000 rounds of 9 or 350 or 9 or 45 ACP, you've already paid for your equipment. Everything else is gravy. So, you know, do the research yourself, put some time in it. I shop the internet quite often for deals on bullets. Those 45 sitting there, I bought those 5 boxes. I'm not going to turn it over. I bought them 4 boxes right there. I guess there's 5 boxes there. Extremely dirt cheap. At a big internet sale, we actually bought 4,000 rounds of 45 on a dirt cheap sale. The prices I used to calculate my bullets were retail prices at the local reloading shop, not what I paid for that stuff there. Here, you know, there's some other 22 caliber bullets that I bought and tried and didn't like. These are my Sierra bullets that I really like for 223. These are 22, you know, 69 grain boat tail hollow point match grade bullets. These are what I like. That brick there was 1,000 rounds. I got for probably literally half of what they cost retail. So if you shop the internet especially, you can come up with a lot of good solid deals that if you're willing to, you know, put a little time and a little money into, bulk here and bulk there, you can build yourself a variety of, you know, I load those wooden crates up with ammunition. I pay $60 for those crates. Here's how I pack my 223. I like to put them on stripper clips. Not local pole dancing stripper clips, military M16 stripper clips. But you know, I build these. I probably, like I said, I'm coming up on every bit of 20,000 rounds of preloaded clipped 223 ammo. Once I pack them and seal them, and I do separate these with cardboard, I put Desitin packs in them, and you know, I put them up. So when I need, you know, if I need ammo for the zombie apocalypse or the end of the world or the aliens come or, you know, my neighbor's dog attacks me or whatever I need ammo for, I just want to go to the range and play. It's still cheaper to load my own than it is to go buy Walmart bulk pack. When, you know, I think all that's Winchester white box. Like I said, and I'm going to reiterate, I do not calculate brass as a price because I don't pay for brass. I put a little bit of time in picking up brass. But for my time that I put into it, to be able to save that kind of money, to have that kind of ammunition in bulk, to me, that's everything. And like I said, we can see here, this is absolutely all Winchester, or I'm sorry, Hornady XTP, pushing 1,000 round a minute 9mm. That is not Winchester white box 850 foot a second ball ammunition. And to me, that's the difference. That's the difference in why I put the time into loading and the effort. Anyway, appreciate you watching. Any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in there. I'll happily answer anything I can. If I don't have an answer, I'll try to find it out for you. You might hit the subscribe button if you like what I'm putting on, but please hit the little like thumbs up thing, because that puts me higher on the list for searchable videos on YouTube. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.